Unforgettable things teacher said in class. Part 2. 1. Biology teacher walks in one day with a full skeleton, classroom prop, dressed in a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses, goes, "Class, meet Gary." Gary didn't study for his exams, then just started teaching normally while Gary watched us from the corner. Gary stayed there all semester. We all studied extra hard because nobody wanted to end up like Gary. 2. Principal walked into our Spanish class during an observation. Our teacher, without missing a beat, says in Spanish, "Students, we will now practice describing unwelcome visitors." The principal just stood there smiling, while we described him in Spanish for 10 minutes. Turns out the principal spoke fluent Spanish and was just playing along. They're married now. Plot twist of the century. 3. Senior year, our economics teacher said, "I'm going to teach you something more valuable than supply and demand. Most of you think you're going to be millionaires. Statistically, you're not. But you know what? You can still have a rich life if you learn to manage what you have." Then he taught us actual budgeting, taxes, and financial literacy. Only useful class in high school TBH. Set. Substitute teacher walks in, looks at the lesson plan, throws it away, and goes, "We're learning about taxes today because I'm pretty sure none of you know how to do them." Spent the whole period teaching us to file tax returns using fake W-2s she brought from home. Best substitute ever. We actually learned something useful instead of watching a random documentary about penguins. My gym teacher was this tiny woman who could bench press more than most of the football team. Kid made a sexist comment about women in sports. She goes, "Interesting theory. Care to test it?" Then proceeded to beat him in arm wrestling, a plank contest, and a mile run. Afterwards, she said, "Strength isn't about your body type. It's about your mindset." Dude never made another comment about women's capabilities. 6. Literature teacher was reading us a poem about war when this kid goes, "This is boring. When will we ever need poetry in real life?" She put the book down and said, "My brother wrote me a poem before he deployed to Afghanistan. He died over there, and that poem is all I have left of his voice." The room went dead silent. Changed my whole perspective on why we preserve art and literature. Settle. Computer science teacher was trying to explain coding bugs and goes, "Sometimes your code doesn't work and you have no idea why. Sometimes your code works and you have no idea why. Both are equally terrifying." Then his own presentation crashed, the projector died, and the fire alarm went off. He just shrugged and said, "And that, class, is why we always have a backup plan." Taught us more about problem solving in 5 minutes than the whole semester.